Hello and welcome back to reading Batman and Joker fan fiction. This is the fan fiction I wrote on Wattpad about 8 years ago, and then I abandoned it, and then I finally came back and I finished it, and I'm reading it chapter by chapter on the internet to embarrass myself. And this is chapter 37. There's 44 chapters of this sequel, by the way, so we are getting closer to the end. And this chapter starts out with Joker point of view, so let's get into it. He sat there on the couch waiting and watching TV until it was time for Dick to pick up Lucy from school. Before Dick walked out the front door, he looked over at Joker to ask him a question. "Do you want to ride with me to pick up Lucy? I don't know how well I can trust you in my house alone." Joker looked over at him as well. "I would rather stay here. God knows I'd scare everyone." "You have a fair point. I guess I will go alone. Do not mess up my house in any way," he said sternly before leaving. He's like, I'm not having none of it. "I'm not gonna mess it up," the clown grumbled to himself. However, he did go and snoop around a bit to entertain himself. It would probably only take about 10 or 15 minutes before he would be back home with Lucy, so he couldn't snoop for long. He didn't want to get caught. He walked into the guest bedroom, opening the closet and dresser drawers. Joker then looked over and saw something sticking out from under the pillow on the bed. He went to grab it and in his hands held Bruce's bat cowl. How did he forget his mask? Bruce has spares, of course, but usually he is always organized with his things. It says thing. Should be things. And wouldn't leave it behind. Another thought he had is, why does he even care? He never really stopped to ask himself that before, but really, why does he even care? Joker put the mask on himself and walked into the bathroom down the hall to look in the mirror. "I'm Batjoker." Audible laughing was heard behind him. That is pretty funny. In my head, it was funny. Joker whipped his head around and saw Dick was already back and he was laughing at him. "Ha ha ha, bro, what are you doing? Where did you even steal Bruce's cowl from?" Dick asked humorously. Joker ripped it off his head in embarrassment. "Shut up, bird." You know what? Whatever, I'm saying cuss words on here. It's not like I'm getting paid on the internet anyway. "Bird bitch." I'm not censoring myself anymore. Where is my daughter anyway? Or, where is my daughter anyway? I had to keep the voice. Lucy ran in to give him a big hug, same as she did with Bruce earlier in the day. "Daddy J, are you okay? I saw Daddy B this morning. Did you know he was here too?" Joker hugged her, and he felt warm inside knowing that she actually wanted to see him and know that he was okay. "Everything is okay. It's my turn to visit with you now. I know things don't seem okay, but it is. Just don't worry about a thing." Even if he didn't know it, he could be good at talking with Lucy. That's all she really needed to hear from both of her dads. The rest of the afternoon and evening was him spending time with her and watching TV and then having a good dinner prepared by Dick. He could actually be a really good chef if he wanted to. After all that, and nighttime fell. Lucy was in bed and falling asleep around 9 p.m. Joker watched her fall asleep in her bed after watching one of her favorite movies. He quietly crept out of her room and down the hall back to the living room. Dick sat there on the couch using his laptop on the coffee table. "So, now what are you gonna do?" Dick asked Joker as he typed away on his keyboard. "I don't know. I gotta leave somehow. Back to Gotham," Joker replied. "Back to stalking your bat ex-boyfriend?" Dick smirked. Joker's face flashed red. "It's not all I do. I just don't live in this city. I live in Gotham." "Listen, I don't care what you and Bruce do in your free time. I only have an issue when it affects Lucy. I'm a man who will give credit where it's due too. Thank you for being a dad today. I'm happy Bruce was here to be a dad too. Be yourself, but be better to her." Dick stood up and patted him on the shoulder. Joker looked at him, shocked a bit that he could be civil with him like this. It felt good. It felt like family. "Thank you." "You can leave by getting that fuck-ass Hindenburg plane thing out of my backyard." Dick pointed outside the window. "Get it out." Yeah, I'm gonna fly it to Batman's house and crash through his window instead, actually, Joker admitted. Go do whatever you're gonna do, just get it out of here, buddy. Dick shooed him away. Go on, get. Joker left out the back door and into his aircraft on the way to confront Batman. And this is all of chapter 37. So I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned because the next video I'll be reading chapter 38. We'll see where it goes from here. Bye!